Hey, welcome back. Uncle Pete here. It's Friday. It's Friday. What is Friday? Right? To people who tune into this channel. What's Friday? It's payday. And what does that mean? It means you pay yourself. 15% of your money goes into a long term retirement account. Right? Go watch my other videos. Find out why. Right? Find out why. Um, I should probably link to the actual video every Friday. Whatever video I post, I should link to that video that shows you why you need to invest in a long-term plan. Don't just sit there and hope you're going to get rich day trading, right? All right, let's get into it. So, what happened overnight? What is this giant free fall here? Well, the word tariff came up once again. And the market said,
Lewis! Not yet. Almost. Now. Sell down in April at 142!
That's not right. How can the price be going down?
Something's wrong. Where's Wilson?
What are they doing here?
They're selling, Mortimer.
Well, that's ridiculous. Unless that crop report...
God help us.
I told you we shouldn't have committed everything, you asshole!
I've got to get Wilson and tell him to sell.
Wilson, where you going?
Oh, you idiot. Get back in there at once and sell.
yes, the market said, get in there and sell. All right, so here I am again. You know the drill if you've been watching my videos. I'm here doing the 20 trade test from Mark Douglas's book, Trading in the Zone. The strategy I'm using is the 9 EMA. Here's the 9 EMA, this blue line. Two green candles above, I go long and buy calls. Two red, and my stop loss is if I'm red $200 or a red candle closes below the 9 EMA, I'm out. On the downside, two red candles close below the 9 EMA, I buy puts. And my stop is if I'm negative 200 or if a green candle closes above the 9 EMA. That is the strategy I'm employing. All right. So, and as always, I let the first 20 or 30 minutes play out. I don't want to get involved in this mess, this slop and chop, although we don't doesn't look like we're having any slop and chop. It looks like we're having a retracement, right? So you had the big scare because Trump said the word tariff again, right? So we got to sell. It's the end of the world. And then maybe not. Maybe it's not the end of the world. All right. So that's my little intro, and I'll get back to you when a trade appears. All right. So go pay yourself 15%. Put it in the S&P 500. Put it in some long-term growth mutual fund or ETF. I'm not going to tell you what to buy. I only tell you what I've done over the last 35 years, right? And so you go figure out what you want to do. You want to do what I did for the next 35 years? What I've did the last 35 years worked out for me. Maybe it'll work out for you. I don't know. That's entirely up to you. I don't tell people what stocks to buy, what mutual funds to buy, what ETFs, bonds, crypto, nothing. I don't tell you what to buy. I only tell you what I did, and you can decide on your own whether you want to do the same. It's up to you, but you better do something, man. Better do something. I think this weekend I'm going to post a video about a retired guy who found himself working in Home Depot. I told you about the 5 people I saw, 5 senior citizens I saw working in a convenience store at 6 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I'll link that video too on here if you haven't seen that. That was my first video, and that's why I started this channel. All right, I'll see you when a trade appears. Okay, I got my order ready to go long on some calls. We'll see if I get a second candle. I'm looking at the May 30th 579 calls. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I could get rid of this. That's an old. That's old. Get rid of that. So it's 10:01. 30 minutes. First 30 minutes of the market is gone. We'll see what happens on this 2-minute candle. So I'm trading the SPY here, as always. Okay, I am in at 578 is the price of the calls. Okay, hope I don't speak too soon, but we're closing in high of day. And I'm hoping we can get a retracement from this pre-market downfall based on tariff talk. So for you Fibonacci guys, where's the Fibonacci? Here's the Fibonacci. If you retrace from the low to the high, the Fibonacci, so you see the high of day will be a 50% retracement from the pre-market low. We'll see what happens. Let me get rid of that. If you look at the lower part of the screen on this 2-minute candle here, we had some nice buying volume come in. We're having some trouble getting over the high of day. We got a nice little bear flag happening here. If we can break above this flag here, I think we can go higher. One thing that's encouraging on the bullish side is this early morning push, a retracement, and then a curl back up. So that's promising. And now we're getting above this flag. So that's more encouragement. And now we're breaking above the high of day. I'm liking this. All right. So we got above the high of day and we got a pushback. The seller stepped in. Oof. It's a battle. Got to see what's going to happen. We're still above this 9 EMA, so I'm staying in this trade. All right, we closed below the high of day, heading towards the 9 EMA. We'll see what happens. It's quite a battle between the bulls and the bears, man. This is day trading, people. You think long and hard how much money you want to put into this endeavor. I'm telling you, it should be a very small amount of your overall net worth, and on any one trade, a very small amount of your overall account balance, your bankroll, whatever bankroll you're putting towards this. Hopefully, it's not 100% of your net worth. You don't want to do that. You want to put a very small amount of your net worth into a trading account and then use a very small amount of that in any one trade. All right, now we're stuck between the 9 EMA and the high of day. No telling what's going to happen. If we get a red candle below the 9 EMA, I'm out of this trade. All right, I had to get out of that. We had a red candle close below the 9 EMA. I'm out of that. That was a small loss. Um, we'll wait for the next setup. All right, so we may get a second red candle below the 9 EMA, and you know the drill. I'll be buying puts. I wonder if it was going to stay. This is the VWAP here. We could just get stuck in this channel. It's all right. I'm still going to take the trade, though. If we get a second red candle here, and we did, there's my order. I got filled at, the hell did I get filled at? I didn't even see it. All right, I had to get out of that trade, too. It was down 200. That's two losers in a row. All right, we're bouncing around here, so I may have to go long again. All right, I'm long again. 5 calls at 569. Let's see. Hope third time's a charm. We'll see. All right, I had to get out of it again. That's the third loss in a row. So my trading day is done. I'm going to shut down. I'll review my trades in 1 second. Okay, here's my trades for today. Starting at the bottom. Went long 5 calls at 578. Got stopped out at 573 for a loss of $31.61. My next trade, I went long 5 puts at 580. I sold to close at 535 for a loss of, the biggest loss for today is $231.61. And then I went long the calls at 569, got stopped out at 531. That was a loss of $196.61. So the total loss for today is $459.83. I am going through a real bad funk. So that's 16 straight losing trades using the 9 EMA strategy. So I have 4 more trades left on this 20 trade test. It's Friday, so my trading day is over. 3 trades in a row that are losers. I'm done. And of course, now that I'm done, we get 2 green candles above the 9 EMA, and I think if I go back to this later on today after the market closes. So right now it's 10:34 Eastern time. This will probably be the biggest move of the day, which I'm missing because my rules are my rules. 3 losing trades in a day in a row, I stop. And of course, this is going to take off now on me. I know it. But look, if you don't set rules and stick to them, you're going to get in a lot of trouble. You can put in the comments how much you think I'm wrong trading this way, but I got that rule from a really good trader. And he's the same trader who took 18 losing trades in a row the last 2 weeks of April this year. But he ended in the green because the first 2 weeks his wins were much bigger than his last 18 losses. So he ended up in the green by I think 41,000 for the month of April. He's a really good trader. He's only 25 years old, and I got this three losing trade in a row rule from him, and I'm sticking to it. Why wouldn't I? I mean, he's a damn good trader. Why wouldn't I take one of his rules and put it and adopt it for one of my rules? Why wouldn't I? It's helped him over the last I don't know how long he's been trading, 7 years. All right. So I'm done for the day. Have a great weekend. Make sure you pay yourself, subscribe to the channel, and give me a like, and I'll see you on Monday.